We have a very exciting month for you this month. Every Tuesday, we're going to launch a step-by-step how-to videos on men's cuts. For today's step-by-step video, I have a very special guest. Yours truly, the Advanced Education Director, Joseph Marzioli. Come on in.
Let's go in my office.
Alright guys, so as you can see, Mr. Joseph's been growing his hair for a couple years. Today, what we're going to do is give him a complete style change.
I'm finally going to cut my hair. I'm very excited. I've been growing it for about a year and a half so that I can donate it to Locks of Love.
We've spoken about his haircut. He is no longer going to have his locks flying in the wind anymore. All this is coming off. We're going to work a variation of an undercut on Joe with asymmetry through that top area. So underneath the undercut, we're going scissor over comb. We're taking this really, really short. We know that this is combed back so tight that it's probably going to fall around his jaw area. That's what we want. Look at that.
Oh man. Oh wow.
First thing, probably the most important thing, is to find out which way they wear their hair. Now, if it's a severe change like Joseph is having, it's your job as a hairdresser to listen to your client, but then go back through and really look at the hairline to find out if they're actually wearing it the right way. Okay, so with Joe, what we want to do, we want to do a horseshoe that is going to start on the shorter side, and it's going to slightly dip down on the other side a little bit lower. So almost a high recession to maybe more of a mid recession through there. So it all depends on the density of the hair. If they got thick hair, your horseshoe might be a little bit higher, and it'll probably be more symmetrical because you need to release a lot of that weight through that. A little look, see if I'm happy with that. Let's see what we have here, where that's going to fall. I'm going to come through and start our block graduation. And block graduation is a fast elimination of weight and length. And we'll start with about 1 finger's depth. So I'll be holding this section straight out. I'm going to have 1 finger against his head. I'm going to go through and block grad this off all the way around the head shape. I'm going to come back in now, just like scissor over comb. Good little trick here around that hairline as well. You know, even though we are going short, if you weren't going that short, just to kind of even clean up that area, just coming in and following that hairline to clean that up. Really important for our personalizing as well as scissor over comb. It's almost like this is my clipper. So I'm coming in, and my thumb is the motor, and I'm going to bring it all the way up and then come out at the top. Business in the front, party in the back right now, but we are going to get rid of Joe Dirt. Spending that little extra time with the scissor over comb, not only does it grow out nicer, it makes your client feel a little bit more special. To me, I like putting the comparison of having your suit handmade or made by a machine. And a lot of men coming now, and they even see the difference. They know the difference between a clipper haircut and a scissor over comb haircut. I'm now switching to what we call a barber comb, and this is going to, the teeth here, as you can see, get a little bit more on the narrow side. It's going to enable us to get in this hairline and really come in and take this a little bit tighter. Alright guys, so we finished our scissor over comb on the underneath. I'm going to drop the top now. So I'm going to come over to the higher side of the horseshoe. This is where we're going to establish our guide to length. Now the way we're going to tack this top area, I'm going to start my profile guideline literally right off of the palm. Okay? I'm going to elevate this straight up 90 degrees, and you can see from our jacked up bob that we did on the underneath is giving us all these shorter different lengths because everything was combed back. 90 degrees off of the head shape here. And we're going to choose to point cut a square line straight through to the front area. Okay? This is going to be our shortest piece. And from this point, it's going to gradually get a little bit longer through here. What we're going to do is we're going to work to each previous section. Okay, what that's going to do, it's going to layer it a little bit more and not make it so asymmetrical through that top area. I'm directing to each previous and cutting onto my guideline that I previously put in before. Reaches, not much, just cleaning those ends. Now what we will do is take a little section here. We'll go through and dry the shape, see how much it jumps up, and then decide, is that too severe? Is it too asymmetric? Or are we liking it? Okay, so just utilizing Tony Guy flat brush. You know.
Oh yeah, I know. Motorcycle flexion. So what am I looking at?
Do you want me to take some of this angle off in the back, or you like
that? I'm gonna have to rely on you. I don't know.
Okay. What we're gonna do now is just come back. And this back area is not too bad. It is disconnected. We're going to leave it disconnected. We're just going to come in and deep parallel point cut just to soften this line a little bit and through here. As you can see, the disconnection. Every hair texture is different. His responds a little bit better to just deep parallel point cutting to take that weight out, and a bit of channel cutting to create a bit of separation through there. Just coming in and deep parallel point cutting into that. It's just going to break up that perimeter a little bit for us. Just want to come in and soften that. Going to hold this perimeter part pretty much natural full, and then just come in with my scissors. Take some of that length away. And it's just taking away from that severe angle that we had. As well as coming in, just giving it a bit of separation with our parallel channel cutting as well. Let's break that up. Cool. So what we'll do now, we'll go through, apply a little bit of product through there, and then show you the end result. So just applying a little bit of wax into my hands, and I'm just going to rub this now through Joe's hair. See, once you have some wax in there, you can really, move it around.
What I really love about the haircut is that, it's a very tailored haircut. It definitely has a lot of versatility with how aggressive and almost kind of rebellious feeling that it is. You've got a lot of contrast with it being really short and obviously really long. But my most favorite part about the haircut is I can put a little bit of wax into it, slick it back and go, and it looks great any angle, anytime.